Hi guys, my name is Noah Long and I'm going to show you how I tried grafting one of my orange trees. I have no experience grafting. This is my first attempt, and I'm just going to be grafting a piece of this orange tree back onto itself. I cut the stem a little bit shorter just to see if it works. I know I don't have the proper tools or, quite honestly, the proper knowledge to do this right, so take everything that I do with a grain of salt. Right now I just clipped the branch that I wanted to graft off of this orange tree, and I'm trimming up some of the branches because last time I messed around with it, these branches have a lot of thorns on them, and as I was wrapping some tape around it, I cut up my hand pretty good on some of the thorns, so I'm cleaning up the thorns and the leaves from the branches. I don't know what kind of orange tree this is. I got this like 3 years ago. It hasn't produced well for me at all. Hasn't produced anything, and I've had it about 4 years now, three or so years. And I have this calamansi fruit, which is another kind of citrus that comes from the Philippines. And I would like to graft that onto these trees because that tree is producing. But before I cut up my producing calamansi tree, which is quite a bit smaller, and waste a bunch of branches, I just want to see if I'm able to graft this kind of low-tech way with these citrus trees. I had cut V-shaped into that branch on the main stalk, the mother plant, kind of V-shaped with the point upwards. That way you can get the cambium showing on both sides. And I'm trimming up all the leaves off of this branch because these leaves transpirate, and so basically as the plant sucks up water, it evaporates water, transpirates water into the atmosphere around it, and without this without the cambium being connected well like it was before I cut the plant, it was evaporating, transpirating the water fine. And now with the cut in it, I need to take the leaves off because it's not going to be able to suck up water as well. So that's what I'm doing, is taking the leaves off. Now I kind of cut the bark here a little bit, kind of rough. So I'm taking I'm going to be cutting off about 1 inch or so of this to kind of get a fresher, cleaner cut into the plant. And then, like I said, the mother plant had a V shape with it pointing upwards. So I'm going to make a slit down the center of this to expose the cambium. The cambium is kind of the inner bark where xylem and phloem, kind of like the veins for a human. It's got veins for our plant, and that's where water and nutrients gets brought up. So I'm going to try connecting the cambium here from my cutting to the mother plant. Again, it's just the piece that I took off of there. I'm just pinning it back on just to try something. I'm experimenting, and I'll have an updated video if it works or if it fails in the future, and then maybe a new video of me trying the calamansi fruit. I've got it connected. I've lined up the cambium. I put it at a slight angle. That way it's at least going to connect the cambium in 4 points, 2 on each side. And I don't have the proper grafting tape with me, so I've just got a little electric tape. I'm going to wrap up in it pretty well to keep the moisture in and to keep the cut from drying out. You can hear the water splashing behind me. That's from my aquaponics system where I have fish growing lettuce and kind of an NFT system. I'm wrapping that tape up real tight. Again, this isn't necessarily the right way to do things. You can watch other videos that show you the exact right way to do things, but I like to do things kind of low tech, so I'm just experimenting it. I've got this piece of plastic I'm throwing over it to trap some of the moisture in and to keep a high humidity, because like I said earlier, the leaves, even though there's no leaves on it, the bark will still transpirate and lose water And this bag, I'm going to kind of seal it up a little bit to try to keep some of that water in. Let me know what you guys think, and if you guys have any experiments in low-tech grafting, let me know.